Welcome all. Welcome to video lectures on subject fluid mechanics. In this video session, we are going to discuss the part of introduction of fluid mechanics, and the points are physical properties of the fluid. So there are various physical properties like density of fluid, specific weight of fluid, specific volume of fluid, specific gravity of fluid, and viscosity. These points we are going to discuss in detail. So let's see what are the different physical properties of a fluid. So the first property is known as density or mass density. So density or mass density of a fluid is defined as it is the ratio of mass of a fluid to its volume. So density of a fluid is nothing but a ratio of the mass of a fluid to its volume. It can be represented with the help of formula rho is equal to mass of a fluid upon volume of a fluid. Its notation is rho. So we know that mass of a fluid is represented with the help of kg and volume of the fluid is represented with the help of meter cube. So density having unit of kg per meter cube. So mathematically mass density is the ratio of mass of a fluid upon volume of a fluid. The value of density of water, we normally consider water as a fluid. So density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube, but this is CGS unit, and nowadays we are following SI system, that is system of international units. So its unit is 1000 kg per meter cube. So this is the density or mass density. Now second concept is specific weight or weight density. Specific weight or weight density of a fluid is the ratio between weight of a fluid to its volume. So again it is a ratio of weight of a fluid to its volume. Thus weight per unit volume of a fluid is also called as weight density, and it is represented by symbol small w. So just mathematically we know that W is called as specific weight, and it is the ratio of weight of a fluid to its volume of a fluid. And finally we can divide this weight into mass of a fluid into acceleration due to gravity. M means mass of fluid and G is acceleration due to gravity, and volume is nothing but volume of fluid in meter cube. We know that this mass is represented by either M or mass. Acceleration due to gravity is G. It is divided by volume. But in previous formula we have seen that rho is equal to mass upon volume. So we can convert mass upon volume into is equal to rho, and G is G. So the specific weight W is equal to, it is the multiplication of rho into G. In examination, if weight and volume is given, so you can take the ratio and calculate W, or if density and acceleration due to gravity is given, then we can calculate by rho into G. Then value of specific weight or weight density of water is 9.81, that is this G, and rho is the density of water, that is 1000. So if you multiply by 1000, then it becomes Newton per meter cube. This is the SI unit of system. So value of specific weight of water is 9.81 into 1000. Next is specific volume. So specific volume of a fluid is defined as the volume of a fluid occupied by unit mass. So simply I will show you, specific volume is the ratio of volume of a fluid to the mass of a fluid, and this is nothing but it is a reciprocal of density. What is the formula of density of any fluid? Mass upon volume. So what we have seen over here, specific volume is nothing but volume upon mass, means we can take reciprocal of the density. So specific volume is a reciprocal of the density. Here also it is written specific volume is the reciprocal of mass density. We know that unit of density is kg per meter cube, and its reciprocal will be meter cube per kg. So specific volume having the unit of meter cube per kg. Now next is specific gravity. Specific gravity is defined as it is the ratio of weight density or density rho of a fluid to weight density of a standard fluid. Okay. For liquids, standard fluid is considered as water. So it is the ratio of weight density of a fluid to the weight density of a standard fluid. Okay, suppose let us consider oil. We have to calculate the specific gravity of a oil. Then its formula will be weight density of oil divided by weight density of a water, because we consider water as a standard fluid, and in case of gases we consider air as a standard fluid, and it is represented by symbol S. Now as I told you, mathematically we can write specific gravity S for any liquid or oil. It is the ratio of weight density of a liquid to the weight density of a water, and for gases, weight density of any gas divided by weight density of air. Now let's see the same formula for liquid. We will try here. Weight density of any liquid is equal to S into weight density of water. What I did, S, weight density of water is transferred to the left side, so multiplication is here, and weight density of what liquid is shown here. We know that weight density of water is equal to 1000 into 9.81. In the previous slide I have shown over here to you. You can see specific weight or weight density of water is 9.81 into 1000. So same we have taken here, S into 1000 into 9.81. This is for liquids, oil or any fluid we can consider. And for gases we know that S into density of air. Density of air is 1000. Okay, so density of air is 1000. So S into density of water. Okay, so now we will go for next time. Okay, let us consider if you want to calculate the density of mercury, then we can go 13.6 into 1000. So this is the density of mercury. Now let's understand the concept of viscosity. This is very important and detailed concept of fluid mechanics. So viscosity is defined as it is the property of fluid which offers resistance to the movement of one layer of fluid over the other layer of a fluid. So what happens, let's consider that in fluid mechanics, if a fluid is moving like this, then if it is separated by number of layers, actually we cannot observe these layers practically, but for assumption purpose, if you consider that if these fluids are moving in this direction, then upper layer will experience the resistance by lower layer. Suppose this is a lower layer, this layer creates the resistance for the movement of the upper layer, and this is known as viscosity. So viscosity is the phenomenon of offering resistance between the layers. When two layers are separated by a distance dy, let's consider I have shown you there are two layers. Suppose this is upper layer and this is a lower layer, and the distance between these two layers is dy. Then you know that upper layer is always having more velocity, so I have written u plus du. Then lower layer will have velocity only u, because upper layer is having more velocity than lower layer. Then this is the velocity profile generated, and this is the parabolic shape. If suppose distance between two layers is dy and difference between velocity of air is du, I will show you here. Let's consider that there are different layers of fluid. Then this is velocity is higher, then lower layer will have less velocity, again lower layer will have less velocity. Like this means normally what happens, the lower layer is having zero velocity and upper layer will have maximum velocity. Okay, and suppose if you draw a graph like this, then it will come like a parabolic shape. And suppose the height difference between this layer is represented by dy, and this is suppose velocity gradient du, then this is known as velocity profile, which I have represented like this. So that this is represented with the help of graph like this. This is a parabolic shape of a graph. Upper layer will have maximum velocity u max, and lower layer will have velocity 0, and middle layers are having velocity in between maximum to 0. Now this viscosity phenomenon can be represented mathematically with the, as we know that T tau is directly proportional to du by dy, where tau is nothing but shear stress between the layer. As I told you that if two fluid layers are moving with some velocity, there is an experience of shear stress. Okay, and this shear stress is represented by a symbol, Latin symbol tau. This tau is directly proportional to du by dy, where this du by dy is known as velocity gradient. And if you want to put constant of proportionality, we can put mu. Mu is a Latin symbol. So what we have discussed, tau is equal to mu into du by dy, where mu, it is a Latin symbol, so its pronunciation is mu. It is a constant of proportionality. It is known as coefficient of dynamic viscosity or only viscosity. So what we have discussed, the concept of viscosity, and which is represented by symbol mu. Here du by dy is known as velocity gradient. It is also known as, it is a rate of shear strain or it is a rate of shear deformation. Okay, so it is like a concept of strength of material, where T is shear stress, mu is known as viscosity, and du by dy is known as velocity gradient. Suppose you want to calculate the value of mu, then transfer this term to the denominator of tau. So its equation become mu is equal to tau divided by du by dy. Okay, so the viscosity is defined as, it is the shear stress required to produce unit of shear stress. So this is a shear stress, this is a shear strain. Now its SI unit is Newton second per meter square. What is the unit of viscosity? Newton second per meter square. Its MKS unit is kgf second per meter square, but nowadays we are not following this MKS and CGS system, but in CGS system, instead of Newton we are using dyne, and dyne second per centimeter square. Instead of meter square, in CGS system we are using centimeter square, but practically in all problems we are considering SI unit of viscosity as Newton second per meter square. Now next physical property is kinematic viscosity. Previously we have seen only viscosity, dynamic viscosity mu. Now we are considering the kinematic viscosity. So kinematic viscosity is the ratio between dynamic viscosity and density of a fluid. So it is represented by Greek symbol nu. It is not v, because v we consider for velocity. In fluid mechanics, small v, it is not like that. It is a nu. It is a Latin symbol, Greek symbol nu. So it is mathematically represented by nu is equal to, it is the ratio of viscosity to the density. We represent viscosity by mu and density is represented by rho. So it is the ratio of viscosity to the density, and its unit is meter square per second. When we solve the problem, we have to take the unit of this viscosity as meter square per second. Next is Newton's law of viscosity. Just now we have seen the concept of viscosity, and in this concept we have gone through this formula. Shear stress tau is equal to viscosity into velocity gradient, and the fluid which obeys this relation are known as Newtonian fluids. It means if the fluid is following this relation and this relation is developed by Newton, so the fluid is known as Newtonian fluid. And if fluid is not following this relation, these fluids are known as non-Newtonian fluid. So there are two types of fluid. One is known as Newtonian fluid, which follows this relation, and if the fluid is not following that relation, that is known as non-Newtonian fluid. Thank you.